Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's T-Bone here. Today I'm playing on my infected account, and I'm going through the insane campaigns because that's the one I haven't gone through yet. And we're at Mexico City right now. It's been a while, and I thought I'd get back into it. And while I'm at it, I wanted to use some of the units I've been borrowing from my guild, which I thought had been, quite fun, and basically do a little combination of, showing how the insane campaigns are like for the infected account, and also some of the units that I find to be interesting. So let's get right into it. So Mexico City is the fourth, one, two, three. Yep, the fourth city that you'll be fighting in the campaign, and we'll get right into it. So the requirements for Mexico City are a level 30 Goliath, a level 20 Sprinter, level 10 Runner, and a level 10 Brute. I'll admit, it took me a little bit of time to level up the units that I needed for this, and so, I kind of slacked off on that. And now for the rest of the units, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a Dreadnought, sure, another one, and then I'll bring in my Purger, which is the mythic version of the Cesspool. And for the units, so the ones I can borrow are Hooligans, the level 50 Rancher with the perk that spawns units, the mutated zombies, and then a level 48 Critical Mass. For this particular video, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Rancher, and let's get started. So I'll talk a little bit about the unit as well, because I think this is a lot of fun. So I've done a video that shows the Rancher or the Harvester at level 50 that has the Pesticide perk, which is basically making it kind of like the Patient Zero. And this one, what it does is it actually spawns units that are already on your team, and the only problem is they're perkless. And so if you use some units because of the perks, they're not going to be useful for you. So what you want to do is you want to bring units that are strong by nature. So such as a Dreadnought, because it already has the armor. So I'm going to get started here. I haven't actually looked at the unit makeout. It looks like we've got a couple of ballistas there with maybe some healer unit, I bet. Lifesaver maybe. And I'm going to bring in the Purger. I just can't see the use of these required units, but I'm going to bring them in because it's part of the challenge to see what I can do with these units. So yeah, so got a healer there, and having a Dreadnought really is going to be sufficient. Now what I did forget to do is bring in a I forgot to bring in a Mortician or Undertaker. So that's going to be a problem because I think I see some Reapers. All right, so let's follow along this Rancher and see when he deploys. Oh, so you can see that he's already deployed a one of the Sprinters. And let's see if he deploys one of the, or spawns one of the Dreadnoughts, because that could be very helpful. Let's go ahead and spawn another one. So every once in a while, one of the units that they spawn is going to be one of the mutated zombies. So I see 3 Purgers there. That means the one of the. Okay, so there it is. There's another Brute that got spawned. I'm going to just go ahead and spam Dreadnoughts, because I think what's going to happen is the Reaper's going to kill my Dreadnought, but hopefully the reflect damage will be sufficient to kill them as well if I have enough Dreadnoughts to counter that. I am not going to be able to get perfect because I don't have a I don't have an Undertaker to revive. That was silly on my part, because I was coming up more focused on trying out the Rancher. So my thoughts on the Rancher with a level 50 perk that brings out the spawns the units, the mutated zombies, is if you bring in a full team of Dreadnoughts or other units that you like to play with, it allows you to play without deploying them all, because you get them spawned for free. It is a little bit risky because if the Rancher isn't protected well enough, he does kind of go ahead and does get in trouble and gets killed and whatnot. And the other downside is that strategy doesn't work very well with explosive units. So what happens is your Rancher gets in the middle of a group and then spawns a spawns one of those explosive guys, and then because it's perkless, even if you bring in a level 50 Doomsday or something that doesn't hurt allies, it'll still kill everybody. So it's not worth it in that case. It is a lot more dangerous because they will die, and so if you're going to bring in a rancher with that perk, don't bring in an explosive unit. All right, so I think I'm gonna. Oh, ooh, there's another set of snipers here, so I'm gonna go ahead and spam them with drones. And I should be good. Oh, I'm also a little bit short on time, 57 seconds. Where else do I need to go? All right, we just need to get rid of those people there. So I'll put another Dreadnought and a Purger to kill them. So that was pretty easy. Let's see. So the units we saw were Reapers, Ballistas. I'm not sure if I saw anything else. So you definitely want a unit such as a Dreadnought in your group, and if you don't have one, then you'll want to bring in somebody that can revive. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next mission because I want to showcase all 3 units. So the next unit that I want to show is the Hooligans, and for this one I definitely want to bring in instead of my level 31 Dreadnought, I'm going to bring in. I like the level 30 Mortician. So I have my Undertaker at level 25, but at level 30 he has a perk that increases the range. So I'm going to bring him instead. And I like the Purger because I think the Purger allows me to take out some units at a distance. And the Hooligans are very, very strong unit. They can take out, tanks on the survivor side really, really quickly. The only disadvantage is they are very susceptible to gun damage. So that's why you want to make sure you bring some units to revive them. All right, so let's see. Can I do anything here? Where's a good spawning point? All right, so you'll see these are fire marshals. And if I just start by bringing the, I'll slow this down a little bit, by bringing the Hooligans, you'll see how fast the you can see how fast the fire marshals died, and then because of the ballistas, they kill the Hooligans pretty fast. So that's why I'm bringing the Mortician to revive them. And it looks like I brought in the one that has the perk to basically convert the spawn points to infected ones. Oh, I better I wasn't paying attention, so I'm gonna bring them in again. And I'll use the Dreadnought here to take. Oh, okay. They're getting killed by the Reapers here, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop some guys in here just to take care of those Reapers because they were causing me problems. They were killing off the Dreadnought, which is not what I want. All right, so let's see. So that works better. And then let's go ahead and bring in Hooligan to speed up the. So when you bring in a Hooligan, what happens is they attack so fast that they basically leave no time for any other units to do anything. They basically just tear right through them. And I think maybe all of them are done here. So I'm going to do the same same strategy here. Drop the guys around the Reapers to take them out really quickly. And then you can see, so so a single drop of the Hooligans took out a pad of 5 fire marshals. So so there you go. If you have a high level Hooligan in your guild, definitely borrow one. And let's see. So far so good. Now we're going to use a different strategy. We're going to go into the third mission, and this time I'm going to borrow my critical mass. So for me, what I like to do is I like to just bring in, my harbingers. And for most missions, I can actually go through them with just a combination of a harbinger and a critical mass. And let's see if that works for us this time. So I'm going to use just a harbinger and a critical mass, and it will require some flaring and strategic deployment of my geyser. So let's see if we can get this done. It's going to be the Reapers that's going to be the biggest problem for us. So we want to make sure that we can get to them before they get to us. Sounds like a plan, right? All right. So for these ballista units, I'll go. I'll start by tanking them with the critical mass. And then if I see any fire marshals, I can use the, I don't see any fire marshals around here, so they're all just gun units. So I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to use the critical mass to tank, get rid of that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flare my Harbinger there. Alright, and then use the drones to take out the Reapers because they can't attack at close range, I don't believe. I don't know if they have the perk to do that or not. Alright, and then, because they're blocked by the barricade, I'll just go ahead and drop one guy there. Alright, and then what I'll do is I will flare him right here so you can take out those ballistas and take out the building at the same time. Alright, so now let's see. So generally, you want to flare when you can. The critical mass is tanky enough that generally you should be okay. It's mostly the Harbinger that you want to use flares, because when you flare, it makes them invincible, and so that they don't get damaged by the guns, and then you can kind of send them right into the middle so that you can take out the units. All right, where else am I missing? All right, so I'm missing people here, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop. And now with this one, you have to deploy them as soon as you drop, otherwise those gunners can take them out. So it looks like this actually worked out. Got perfect. All cleared everything, and the fun thing here is, if you use nothing but explosive units, you will not lose out on the unit survival bonus, because when they blow up, it doesn't count as them dying, which is really nice. So so that's that for today. I show 3 different units on Mexico Insane. It's really not too bad if you have the right team layout. And so hope you're going through trying out the Insane campaigns. It's really not too bad, and you get a lot of brains and DNA as well. So it's a win-win, I think. It's fun. You get to try different units, and you get to boost some of your resources. So thank you for watching. I know it's been a long time. I try to provide content when I feel the inspiration. So take care, and I'll see you next time.